Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rai and this is Rai's Reading Corner. And today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of my 5-star predictions. Again, hello, I'm Rai and this is Rai's Reading Corner. If this is the first time you see my face, if you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do so. It's super easy and it really helps my channel grow. So as you can tell by my thumbnail and my little introduction, today we are doing my next round of myself predicting my next 5-star reads. So I recently did a reaction video to my last 5-star reads prediction video that I made, and I did not do very well. I was almost like exactly a year from when I made that video. I will put my reaction video up in the cards above, whatever side it goes to. Like I said, did not do very well. So I feel like I have a better grasp on my reading taste because it definitely evolved over the year that I made the original video, my reaction of it. So I have 5 books here that I think are going to potentially be 5-star reads for me. I have a vast array of genres that I read from, and it's definitely reflective in these 5 books that I picked. So I'm going to tell you what the book is, kind of tell you what is my reasoning for why I think it may be a 5-star read. So my first book is Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is an adult urban fantasy story, and that is why I think I'm going to really like it. Everyone keeps telling me that they think that this is something that I'm going to really enjoy because it is urban fantasy, and I believe it's mafia based, which really interests me. I'm just super nervous, and why I have not read this one yet is because this is like the smallest out of all of them. The newest one that came out I think is like over 800 pages, but I am excited. I've been really getting into adult fantasy, and urban fantasy is something that I have enjoyed for quite some time now. So those are all some buzzwords for me, which is why I think I will enjoy this one. I don't know too much more about it, but I'm okay with that. So yeah, I think this one will be a 5-star read for me, but I am a little bit nervous to read this one. My next 5-star read is completely on the opposite spectrum of this fantasy, and it is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is historical fiction, which like I said, completely opposite of this adult fantasy, but I love Kristen Hanna. I have read 2 of her books. They were both 5-star reads for me and are some of my favorite books of all time and have made me bawl my eyes out. So I really do think that this one will be a 5-star read for me as well. Also, I've always been really fascinated by World War II and have read a lot of literature from World War II. So for me, that's something else that's working towards this book being a 5-star read. So for being Kristen Hanna and a World War II book, I definitely think that this has 5-star material. All right, my next one is a contemporary romance, and this is Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellflower. So this is a trilogy, and I'm super excited to dive into this one. I'm hoping to get to this in Pride Month. Reasons why I think this is going to be a 5-star read is, one, a lot of my friends who have similar romance tastes as me have given this at least 4 or 5 stars, so that's definitely working in its favor. Also, it is queer, it is sapphic, and that's something that I really, really love in romance books, so I do think that that has this working for me, and I really love contemporary romances. So that's 3 things that are working towards this one, and why I do believe that this will be a 5-star read for me. And like I said, a lot of people absolutely love this one, and it's one of their favorites out of the trilogy, so I do have high hopes for this one, and I'm gonna probably just binge it, let's be honest. They are separate stories within this like universe type thing, I think, but I like to read them in order, so I will be starting with this one, and this is why I have put this one on the list. All right, the next one we're gonna jump back to fantasy, but instead of an adult fantasy, this is a YA fantasy. So this is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I am trash for Sarah J. Maas. I have read the both of the Crescent City books. I have read all of the ACOTAR series, so now it's time to dive into Throne of Glass. So I do want to predict that this one will be a 5-star read for me. I really, really vibe well with Sarah J. Maas's writing, and all of them have been 5-star books for me. Besides, I want to say ACOTAR, I gave the original, like the first one in the series, I believe I gave that one 4 stars. So I'm really excited to go back to the very beginning. I kind of did everything in kind of reverse order, but I do know that this is about an assassin, a very strong-willed woman, which I really appreciate in my fantasy stories. So it does have a lot of things going towards this, and plus that it is Sarah J. Maas right off the bat, it already has some brownie points there. So I'm excited to dive into another Sarah J. Maas series. But again, this is a really big commitment of a series, which is kind of, I feel like, why I've put it off, but I am excited to dive in to and get my fix of Sarah J. Maas. And my last one is also fantasy, but a mix of romance to bring two of my favorite genres together, and that is Rhapsodic by Laura Thalissa. I know I say this name wrong. This is a fantasy romance story, and this is the first one in the Bargainer series, and I almost have the entire series besides the novella, so if I really do enjoy this one, I can just completely binge it. I first heard this book about on Becca's from the Becca and the Books channel. I feel like Becca and I have a lot of similar taste in what we like in fantasy romances, so I really have high hopes for this one. It's about this girl who makes like a deal with the devil or some type of thing, and they have like someone comes to collect her debts, and there's like a romance. I think it's smutty as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be, so don't quote me on it, but I have really good feelings about this one, and everyone really likes this series. Again, that people who have similar taste as I do, so I think this could be a 5-star read for me. So those are 5 books that I'm gonna predict are gonna be 5-star reads for me. If you would like to see me vlog my experience, let me know down in the comments below. Definitely probably do a reaction video to this one as well, letting you know my thoughts after I've read these ones. So let me know down in the comments below what is a prediction that you have, a 5-star read for you that you will read this year. So if you want to take this crazy and chaotic journey with me, please make sure you press that subscribe button. If you're my friend on any of my other social media platforms, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All the information is linked down below. So stay kind, loves, and I'll see you next time. Bye!